Hello. There's a passage in the Bible which was brought to my attention by the musings of someone else. It comes in the book which we call Acts, about the Acts of the Apostles. This book is written about when Jesus had died, he'd been resurrected, and at the very beginning of the book, he ascends back to heaven and leaves his Holy Spirit with the apostles. So Jesus has gone, and it's now the work of the apostles to build what we call the church. And they gathered together and they lived in community and they held everything in common together. And their practice was to pray and to share their concerns and to share with others what they had. And there's a little passage quite near the beginning of that book. It says, "Now many signs and wonders were done among the people through the apostles, and they were all together in Solomon's portico, which was part of the temple. None of the rest dared to join them, but the people held them in high esteem." It goes on to say that people were coming to know Jesus and joining them. So there's a little bit of there's a dilemma there. It says, none of the rest dared to join them, yet more than ever believers were added to the Lord. We've got a bit of a paradox. But what struck my attention was that phrase, none of the rest dared to join them, but they were held in high esteem. There's something brave and daring about living in our faith, living for our faith, about being open about what we believe. This passage says that signs and wonders were done amongst them. I wonder, have you experienced a sign or a wonder? And is that just because that was something for then and not for now? Well, I don't happen to believe that. Is it something to do with the quality of our faith? With our willingness to live by that faith, to live in hope, so that those around us are in awe of the way that we live. I couldn't possibly live like that. I couldn't possibly have that faith. And yet when people see how we live, it becomes possible. None of the rest dared to join them. How brave are we? We're stepping into a brave new world, a new normal, as we've come to call it. How much of that faith do we need to stand out and be different? And that doesn't mean marching up and down the high street carrying a cross. It means living every day, making every decision in line with Christ. It means asking him about every aspect of our lives, never making a decision without consulting with God through Jesus in the power of the Holy Spirit. Living entirely by faith, so that we become visible by our faith. Not in the big things that we do, but in the little everyday decisions. How brave are you? How willing are you to submit every aspect of your life to God? Keep safe.